As we embrace the peak of the winter season and the joy of Christmas and New Year's festivities, Egypt continues to be one of the premier global destinations to visit. However, the holiday in 2026 is full of traditions, also being driven by AI and innovative investment strategies. And to shed more light on this topic and to discuss this digital transformation, I'm so delighted to be accompanied by Mr. Medhat Nassif, an expert in tourism investment and AI applications. Well,
Medhat
Mr.
Nassif.
Medhat, it's a great pleasure. And before we start, I would like to wish you a happy new year. May 2026 be full of prosperity, health, success, and peace.
Sure, thank you so much for your short presentation. I'm always thrilled and proud to be one of your dear guest member in your program. And I would like to wish for the esteemed property and the esteemed entire team Happy New Year. May 2026 will bring all the dreams will come true for you and for us.
Well, I'd like to thank you so much, same as you. Well, of course, Mr. Medhat, 2025, let's speak about 2025, has witnessed a great development in the tourism sector, not just that, but also nailing it to international lists for the best destination or one of the best destinations to visit, and lots of really good speaking about Egypt and Egypt tourism. We are so blessed that we have not only historical tourism, but also we have the winter tourism, the beach tourism, and all of that. Since we are in this season, how do you see this rapid development since the last season?
Well, first of all, let me tell you this honestly speaking. Since I've been stepping the first day in tourism career, and this was a childhood, a dream, when I've been seeing the tour guide in buses holding mic, explaining, and I couldn't figure out what was that at this time. But honestly speaking, I'm very proud to be one of the people in this huge field and huge sector, because tourism it's a product, and if we are talking about the product, we are talking about the standardization and the quality. So we have to believe in 2026 more new tools, more new vision, more new strategy, more new thinking out of the box. Because if we are talking about 2025 with all the techniques, this is might not win in the worldwide roadmap for the tourism industrial. And I came from a trip in after visiting like 4 or 5 countries in 1.5 months, and I've seen different tools of AI, new vision, new ideas. And I would like to highlight here the AI will be the new winner and the new playmaker that will let everyone win if he will use this tool. To use this tool or not, you have to have an expert social media team that employs in your company. And I'm against the idea of hiring social media outsource, because when you have the people of the social media in source with the AI, you will be amazed. I have seen and I've experienced some of the AI experience for the past 6 weeks, and I was anti social media, by the way. I was too much behind, but in 2 months they like baptized me. I'm a new person. I'm a new Medhat. I'm a new person in the concept of the philosophy and accepting new ideas, because people like born in early 60s and 70s, they still have the old vision. But to be compete, we have to use the AI tools, otherwise we cannot compete.
Well, of course, we've witnessed lots of developments also when it comes to AI and indulging technology, not just in one sector. We've seen AI, and that wasn't very renowned in Egypt, but lately, and especially this last year, lots of projects, mega projects, even the GEM, they indulged AI, medical universities, and all of that laboratory. So this was such a great step by Egypt, and also not just that, but cooperating with different countries in this field, different memorandums, and especially implementing this in our universities and exploring more with brilliant minds. So I guess that we do enhance that. That was a corner milestone and a cornerstone, and still the best is yet
Great.
to come. How do you see that in especially the preparation lately? Because back then even we didn't know much about this celebration that much.
I would always say that each generation fit for their time. Our generation is different, and the generation, if we counted like a parcel, and each parcel 10 years, so I'm looking for the generation now, age about 15 plus. So we are talking 15, 25, 35. With the new generation, I'm really amazed. I just like when I've been with them and when I'm being with them, and my daughter, she's one of them. I just watching how fast she typing in by his fingers on the app on the cell phone. This is really a revolution. At our time, we couldn't have this access. So our mindset completely different than the others. So number one, we have to accept them, we have to respect them, and we have to have an amazing, good relationship between the family, the friends, the colleagues, and we have to have like a decent, respectable discussion, and we have to accept the other ideas, because when I have or I'm convinced about idea, I shouldn't stick to my idea and I said I'm right. Nobody's right. There is always right and there is no wrong. There is right and correct, and there is better scenario and better thinking and better solution. So we have to believe in the new generation. Without the new generation, we cannot survive. We were a new generation in our time when it was a time. But for the new generation, we have to give them trust. We have to give them self-confidence, because sometimes when they are talking to us in reality, to be honest, and I have seen many examples of this, like, what are you talking about, guys? Your idea is like artificial. No, 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 no. We are breaking the rules. The new generation, they will be the tool of and the element of revolutions, and the revolution for the country economically, in tourism field, in education. So they will be the leader of the new generation. So if we are talking about the new generation, the AI, the social media, the editing content, the web page, the campaigns. So how do I do this alone? Nobody's working alone. But my idea for the new vision for 2026, we've been doing a mistake in the tourism field, that we are working in, especially with the big operation and big events. We are working in a small isolated groups or parcels. We should be more wise in the near future, that we are allowed and accept working with a new communication skills that allow everyone to melt the group and the unity. With the unity, you let everyone feel confident and the information with an amazing solidness. This is what I would like to say.
Well, Mr. Medhat, also you mentioned a very important thing, the education, the youth, the innovation of the youth, the trust they give, and also the President Abdel Fattah Sisi did a great
Yes.
job in parallel with everything, education, tourism, even technical schools. He was very sharp when we spoke about that. He wants to not just have an army of youth, but an army of youth in different and diverse fields. So I bet this lucky generation is going to have more of education, more of cultural exchange, more of mind exchange, more of being exposed to the whole world. And I bet they feel so proud now by Egypt being mentioned in every country around the world right now.
Yeah, there is one point I would like to highlight, very important. I've seen groups of teenagers in different districts and different places in my country, and some of them they were really working on social media in different cafes in malls, and I was really amazed of this. On the other side of the negative attitude, rather than this, people still have a free time playing games on their cell phone. We have to have a better understanding and knowledge and give them guidance to invest their time, because the day is 24 hours and there is a challenge. There is never too late. Never too late. We living one life for one time. We can invade everything with where we are sitting. Yes, we can, because I can learn the language now. Now I have all the accessibility of the world while I'm sitting on my couch, having some snacks, watching the TV, or sitting with my family, or with my friends. This option wasn't.
Well, since you've been witnessing this development in the sector of tourism and hospitality, now indulging the AI and the investment opportunities and investment strategies also connected to the tourism sector, how is the vision right now, and what was the rapid, massive change that you witnessed?
Well, thank you very much for raising this point. It is very important and very critical. Now, if I would like to take you, and this happens in one of the countries, by the way, if I want to take you inside the pyramids and you are claustrophobic and you have a heart problem, breathing problem, okay, or maybe knees problem, so physically you are not fitting to go inside the Cheops pyramids, okay, so what do you do?
You have a visual
So
AI
yeah,
using
so
those.
so w- usually there will be a journey in the new future taking all the guests or all the clients in front of the, let's say, the step pyramids of King Zoser or the Cheops pyramids. And while they are gathering, they will give them the visual AI. And they will go inside the pyramids with an amazing experience. It might be scary for them in a point, with a fun and an amazing flavor, while they are standing for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It depends how fast you go with the visual AI. And this is gonna invade not only the tourism, gonna invade so many sectors. And look at around you. If you wanna see a flat, for an example, you have to call the vendors or the company of the that they are responsible showing you the flat, the showroom, the salesperson, and you will take your car, you will drive in, you will meet the salesperson, he will make the site inspection for you, and you go home. This is not going to happen in the near future. Sure, this is, will be disappeared completely with the AI vision. You will see it while you are standing or while you are having seated in their office or wherever you will be invited. Believe it or not, this is so. You don't need to go to the north coast. You don't know. You don't need to go to Hurghada, to Sharm el Sheikh to see a unit visualized inside with all details. Believe it or not.
I can't believe it because these facilitations I've witnessed, I bet like 2 years ago at the book fair, the Egyptian book fair, the Cairo book fair, why they were trying to introduce this technology to the visitors and to the people. But I bet that we've, in this short period of time, no, Egypt witnessed a lot of development. Now you hear about colleges and universities that is being built for this purpose also, but Not just that, back in the time, and you know that people used to travel to Switzerland or somewhere where they have the best schools of hoteliers and hospitality. But right now, even this sector is being pushed further for more experiences from abroad. Yes, but you still have the foundation of it.
Yeah. Well, this is another tip for the tourism field, but we have to remember one important point in our life. Human, they have rejections, and we are having a scary rejection, especially in the Middle East concept that, oh, am I going to change my work after 35 years? Oh my God. No, 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 no. I'm feel satisfied, confident, and I know everybody and everybody knows me. This is an wrong, and this is will not be applicable anymore. We have to think about the new tools. We have to challenge ourselves. We have to change ourselves. We have to think out of the box. When we're thinking out of the box, there will not be fears. Fears coming from sustainability. I'm in the company 30 years. Oh yes, I have a position, I have a salary, but this is will not make you the way you want. Because if you're going for your dreams, you have to run after your dream. This is how gonna happen when you challenge yourself. Challenge myself. So the fear inside me, no, I can do it because everybody wanna live in the comfort zone. With a small job or a big job, my comfort zone. No, no, I have colleagues, friends here and there. This is no, no. This is an old-fashioned belief. We have to change it, whether we like it or not.
One more thing is how do you see the hospitality sector? We're speaking about like now, even around Giza pyramids and the new gem, there will be lots of hotels already. They are being founded now, and the projects will be massive, like more than 5 hotels around this area. Not just that, but also they are raising the level of hospitality. They are raising the level of even the architect of the hotels right nowadays. Of course, Egypt hugs lots of hotels that they are very authentic, but the modernity also. So this is again an attracting point. Like you can have an hotel with a family, hotel for uh, uh, newlyweds, hotel for people who wants to be in this area or that
Yeah.
area, modern, vintage. So this diversity also is very encouraging because I bet people who visit Egypt for the first time, they think, oh well, we are African country that we don't have means for that, but every mega project that is being done, it really rings the bell in all the international arenas. And I bet you visit lots of conferences,
Yes.
indulging and speaking with different foreigners. How do you see this now? I bet it's way attracting than
Yeah.
before.
Well, thank you one more time for raising this critical important point. But I would like to tell you, like I said before, we, to be working in tourism field, you have to be a smart person, a smart guy, a smart lady, a smart company, because everybody's smart. I will take for an instant that UAE. I traveled with my daughter, was last February, and we used the smart gates. How this happens? And my daughter, she was amazed. Wow, nobody's taking your passport, nobody's stamping your passport just on a screen. You're showing your face, your eyes in a position, okay, in freeze position, and you go in a minute. This is just the beginning of the AI, by the way. I don't know. We will travel to the moon, to the space,
You
to
may
the
never
space.
know.
Oh, well, we may never know, of course, but it will be exciting at this time. However, we couldn't. Maybe we could not afford for this. We will see how the currency is going.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, but I would like to say that hospitality. This is one of our main pain here. And the pain, why is the pain? Because if you don't provide the respectable professional services for hospitality, you are losing a client. And it's one, and you count another one, and you count hundreds, hundreds, millions and millions. So what do we need in our country to improve the skills of our hospitality? I would like the tourism of association that invite people that are expert in customer service and hospitality. And I know there are many of my friends as well as me. I would like to volunteer for this mission for my country because I'm Egyptian. I belong to this dust and this dust belongs to me. So I want to reward by a way or another. Hospitality, it will be the tools of success. If you are not working smart with the hospitality, why should I come to you? However, your name, many emperor of tourism company, they step back, they backed off. Why? Because the level of the services had been dropping, and you will tell yourself, why am I supposed to do with them? I shall go to another smaller travel agent that will give me more services and more attention and more care and more customer service. And when I have an issue, my issue will be solved in a minute. But to be honest, this is not the case partially here. It happens sometimes with customer service satisfaction and some other time not. So why we leaving the client unsatisfied and traveling back home? So we are -1? No. This was the old count. We are minus 10,000, 20,000 because everybody or everyone has an unpleasant experience. He will post his unpleasant experience on social media, and the social media has a tool of success and tool of fails.
Also, we need to mention the positivity of the
Definitely.
security that Egypt has, according to the geopolitical circumstances that is happening around the world. I bet the security itself is also a selling pillar. Like, this is one of the great things. People who visits for the first time, they were so panicking about the Middle East as an idea. But when it comes to Egypt, this is something else. What is proven lately is all the international events, when it comes to the international festivals in Egypt by the pyramids, an attraction point. And when they do this experience once under coordination and organization
Yeah.
or of the big event, let's say, so they really want to go back and say, wow, we didn't hear about the through festivals in any and diverse fields and also in diverse musical fields. So this is, can be also an attraction point.
Of course, Egypt cannot survive without security, and security in the tourism field, it is it is a must, and it is a must with a decent and professional attitude. Of course, the Minister of Interior, as well as so many other sectors, are involved in the tourism wheel operations on land on a daily basis. This is sometimes I'm asking myself, how do you do this? How do you do it? It is an amazing, exhausting, extreme effort that to satisfy everyone and to make everyone safe and secure. It is a big hat for them. But stand still. We have to dig more in depth to find out if we have some glitch. We need to work on it. If I want to be a successful country, I have to look at my mirror as is. I don't need to see myself with a foggy or a hazy picture because I will be distracted. No, no, no. I want to be focused with my mirror. So there is a little black dot here. So we will cooperate together how we clean it to make it still as a diamond and shining as always. Egypt, by the way, is one of the best countries ever because in some other countries when you say even hello or good morning or good evening to somebody, they might barely greet you back or not.
And in other culture, it's very offensive to speak to someone who you don't know even.
You raised another critical important point, culture. We have to read about the other people culture that they are traveling to Egypt, because in some other culture we shouldn't put our hands on the children heads, or we shouldn't touch them from a way or another. We should learn and we should educate ourselves how we improve this. If we are doing amazing, still we need to do more to keep ourselves, because number one is number one. But to be number one, you do double effort to keep yourself in number one. By the way, number one, you got it before, but to keep
To
yourself,
maintain it, just
so you need to maintain it. You need to deliver the product from generation to another, because there is always a gap between generation and other, because the delivery of area, it is disappearing by a way or another. I have to come to you and I will deliver this message, and I will understand before I'm stepping out you got the product correctly, with no misunderstanding of anything. When you are confident, I will step out. That's it.
Well, of course, that was very informative. Tourism sector, how beautiful, big, massive, attracting it is. I would like to thank you so much, Mr. Medhat Nassif, the tourism expert and investment and AI application expert. I would like to thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still following up with our segments, so stay around for more.